Funding for critical state and local services, including fire protection, faces an uncertain future in California. Gridlock at the state capitol has blocked Governor Brown's plan to close California's massive $26 billion shortfall. While billions of dollars have been cut, Republican politicians have refused to let the public vote on extending some existing taxes.
We right now need genuine leadership. Finding solutions to California's many vexing problems shouldn't be a partisan exercise, rather a shared endeavor where we all work together to get our state out of this crisis.
To gauge the potential impact of the crisis, CPF sat down with one of the state's top fiscal officials, Controller John Chiang. The man who signs California's checks says the state can ill afford another drawn-out budget impasse.
California is the lowest credit-rated state in America. Every single California taxpayer is paying tons of extra money because our borrowing costs are higher. I want you to imagine as an individual, if you have a low FICO score, paying high, extraordinary rates on your credit card or your mortgage. That's in fact the situation California is in.
Chiang says the governor's balanced approach makes sense, especially in the face of a potential cash crunch.
I am for an honest, solid budget. We have to get out of debt. We cannot continue to put our kids and our grandkids in further financial jeopardy. So the governor's acting strong. He's being tough. He's making decisions that are not politically popular, but they're the adult thing to do.
Chiang is no stranger to budget gridlock. In 2009, he was controller when a stalemate forced California to issue IOUs to pay some of its bills.
2 years ago, I had to hold back for 23 days, paying back over $3 billion of tax refunds. The state was so short of cash, I wasn't giving college students their Cal Grants. We could get to a similar type of situation if the governor and legislature don't come to agreement, and we're into the next fiscal year, which begins on July 1st. We will be in the red again. By close to $2 billion, and obviously it'll get worse as we proceed through the year.
Fiscal crises in California and other states have caused some to suggest that states be allowed to go bankrupt. Chiang says this is a bad idea.
If we go bankrupt, the additional costs to the state of California are expected to be at 20 to 40%. Now, do you really want to pay 20 to 40% on your credit card for that type of borrowing? That'd be idiotic. So why go there?
The controller has also taken a stand for greater oversight over local government bankruptcy, a cause championed by CPF.
You have a county in Northern California that is in financial trouble. You have a city in Central California that's in technical default. If we see that there's an impending failure or breakdowns in financial operations, obviously we want to come in and provide assistance as quickly as possible.
As for a potential cash crunch, Chiang says California is in better shape now than it was in 2009, but the clock is ticking.
Clearly, my responsibility is not to let the state run out of cash. I have to pay the state's debt service, so I'll take action prior to the beginning of the fiscal year. So whether that's deferral of some payments or even IOUs, we will work with the interested parties because obviously we try to minimize damage in the communities of California.
Keep track of the ongoing budget battle by checking the Issues and Legislation section at www.cpf.org.